Hi, my name is Alexandra Loera, and I'm doing my presentation on the tri-state tornado. This photo here is actually not a photo of the tornado itself. I read that there aren't any pictures of the tornado, only the damage that it left behind, which I have in later slides. So this occurred on Wednesday, March 18th, 1925, and our textbook actually tells us a story of a family, Arthur, Ella, Flat, and their son Art, who was almost 4 at the time. And Arthur was in his garage when he noticed that it was getting really windy and that the sky was getting really dark. So he made an attempt to go to his family at the house. But when he got to the porch collapsed on him. And then meanwhile, inside, Ella tried to save her son, and basically the walls fell on them as well. So the house collapsed on the family, killing Arthur and Ella. Art, however, survived because he was underneath his mother. So that's just one of the tales of many who were affected by this event. And it was a very severe thunderstorm. So as you can see from this graph, this started in Shannon County, Missouri, and worked its way all the way to Petersburg, Indiana, with most of the damage though being in Illinois. Murfreesboro, Illinois was one of those that was best documented. So in total, people think that this may not have been just one tornado. It may have been a few tornadoes, but nonetheless, it was a mile wide. It traveled anywhere from 220 to 235 miles in length, which is the record. It traveled at speeds of more than 70 miles per hour, and it killed 695 people. 500 of those people were in Illinois. 234 of those people were from Murfreesboro. And out of those 234, 25 of them were children who were actually in school when it happened, because it was in the afternoon from like 1 to 4:30. In Murfreesboro, it was a locomotive town, so the whole repair yard for locomotives was destroyed, killing 35 of their employees just in that, mostly from burning to death. So overall, this event caused about $17 million in damage, and still to this day, it is the deadliest tornado in US history. So how might have that been different today as far as the damages and the casualties? Well, in 1925, they didn't even have tornado warnings. That wasn't implemented until about 1943, where they made those. And even then, we have those now, and I think they're about 13 minutes, just to give you that time to try to find safety. There's also better communication. In 1925, telephones and televisions were not common household objects, so there was no way to communicate to your neighbors or to the town over that danger was coming. So you were kind of on your own. And so that's obviously a very big step up right now. And then we also have a better form of response in the form of like emergency relief. People are a lot quicker to get to where people need, and financially they can help you out a lot better. And then what does this mean for the future? This event was a great display of what nature is capable of, and it's good to learn from. Just in this chart from our textbook, it makes you think of what this means as far as climate change. As everything is getting warmer and more unstable, this graph shows that although there's not as many strong tornadoes, there is a much larger number of tornadoes altogether, which in general increases the risk of a larger tornado. So even with the better systems that we have in place, the better warnings, in the end you can't really prevent them unless you fix the root problem, and it's really trying to just fix the atmosphere. But that is my presentation, and thank you.